Okay, so it's a very sensitive debate and I'm requesting every panelist on the show to be very patient. Let's not allow our emotions to get above us. I'm going to introduce our panel now and I'm going to go one by one. I hope that's okay with everyone. Sanju Verma, National Spokesperson of the BJP. Shridhar Nair, BHP Spokesperson. Dushyanth Shridhar, Vedic Scholar. Professor GVR Shastri, he's a political analyst from Andhra Pradesh. Dr. A.V. Ramana Dikshitalu, who is the former head priest at Tirupati, joins us live from Tirupati today. Konda Rajiv Gandhi, National Spokesperson of the YSRCP. Abdul Razak, political analyst. Atikur Rahman, a Muslim scholar. Professor Pulla Rao, a political analyst who leans towards the DMK, live from Chennai. Okay, thank you, sir, and thank you, Sanju, for joining us. I'd like to start with Dr. Ramana Dikshitalu first, who's the former head priest at Tirupati, and he has been raising this issue for many years now. Dr. Dikshitalu, if you can tell our viewers, when did you get to know about the impurities in the ingredients that are used in the Tirupati laddu? And let me start with an anecdote, Dr. Ramana Dikshitalu. I was at the Art of Living Ashram, Art of Living International Center in Bengaluru, run by Sri Ravi Shankar Guruji. I had gone to invite him for a Republic Kannada Summit, which is, on the 27th of September. I went there, and after meeting him, before I said goodbye, he said, wait, before you leave, take the Tirupati Prasad, and he gave me the Tirupati Prasad in my hand. He gave a full laddu. He gave a big laddu. And I was so happy to receive that laddu because it had been a while since I had the Tirupati Prasad, and I was so happy, and I had a portion of that, and of course, I brought it to my office in Bengaluru, to our Republic Kannada office, and we shared the prasadam with everyone. Okay, I shared it with my parents as well back home, and among the many people who had a bit of that laddu, the Tirupati Prasadam, many of them, or rather I would say all of them, don't eat beef. Most of them don't eat pork, and many of them don't eat fish. And for them, this is as pure as it should have been. Dr. Ramana Dikshitalu, I'd like to start with you first. Can you hear me, Dr. Ramana Dikshitalu? Okay, I seem to have a connection, an issue with the connection. I'll put that to Dushyanth Shridhar, because I think Dushyanth will be able to put this in context to our viewers on what this means to all Hindus.
Namaskaram Niranjan, and namaskaram to all my fellow panelists. 2 weeks back, Niranjan, to set the context right, I was discussing on channels about the Tiruchendurai 1500-year-old Shiva temple in Tamil Nadu being a part of the Waqf board. Last week, I was discussing about the stone pelting that happened in Ganesh Chaturthi celebrations. This week, it is about the alleged adulteration in the laddu prasadam of Tirumala Tirupati. Next week, I don't know what will be the attack on the Hindus and the Hindu culture. That said, I just pray, sincerely hope that there should be more lab tests done on the laddu samples, on the ghee samples, and hope the allegation is false, because if it were true again, like concurrent titer value, I'm sure it has already shattered. It will only shatter more hearts of Hindu devotees. This is not about one's choice to have veg food or non-veg food. That everyone has the right to. But a temple is being governed by the Agama Shastra, and Tirumala Tirupati is governed by the Vaikhanasa Agama. And the Vaikhanasa Agama temple has a lot of stringent rules. And when reports such as this emerges that there is fish oil, there are traces of beef, fat, it just shatters the devotees. It is absolutely wrong, legally, morally, ethically, whichever way you put. And one thing, Niranjan, you did say that you did have the laddu prasadam given by Sri Ravi Shankar ji. The moment it is prasadam, I'm sure, like how Raghavendra Tirtha treated the meat given by Nawab of Adoni, turned them into flowers, this prasadam will do good. But at the same time, this is a very wrong practice of not following the rules given in the Tirumalai Ozhugu. Please remember that there's a 1000-year-old document as to how to run the Tirumala temple called Tirumalai Ozhugu. And if rules are not followed this way, it is a very sad thing. I do not know when Hindus are going to stand up for ourselves, and then we are going to get all these temples relieved from whichever government it is. Government has no business to be in the temples, is my final point.